Hello my dear YouTuber friends, and I hope you're all keeping well. Welcome to this new video. Sim Update 2 has released, if you've not heard already. I'll link my video about it down below in the description. There's a lot of positive feedback from a good number of pilots, Xbox and PC on Sim Update 2. Not from everybody, that's always going to be the case, I'm afraid, with Flight Sim. It's good for a lot of people, not for all. But generally, seems to be received very positively. Can you believe we've got the Sim Update 3 beta available to us already at the time of recording this video? That released yesterday. And in fact, I'm flying in it right now. I'm going to be talking about that in this video. Go over what's promised with Sim Update 3. And there's quite a few good things for Xbox pilots in that as well. I'll be going over that in this video. Actually taking it for a flight test, taking it for a fly to see how it feels. So that's going to be the beta. And there's also mention of Sim Update 16 for Flight Sim 2020 pilots. And that's literally, apparently, just around the corner. I'll go over that briefly too. Let's not dilly-dally. Let's get on with this video. So Sim Update 3 Beta. I want to point you first to the latest development update. It's the 15th of May, it's a couple of days ago. If you've not seen this, it's linked for you in the description. Sim Update 2 is now available, as we know. Like I said, a lot of positive feedback about that. It's great to see. Sim Update 3 Beta begins tomorrow. That was incredible when we got that message. It's like, hang on, we've just got Sim Update 2 and they've already launched the beta for Sim Update 3. Like I said, later on I'll be showing you footage of that in this video. By the way, with the beta, open your Xbox Insider Hub. Let's go back there. And if you go down to previews, so on Xbox or PC, I've showed this in another video, which I'll link in the description, a more thorough video. Go to your Flight Sim 2024 beta, and I actually clicked, when that comes up, join. Now, if you're already in the beta, does it update automatically? I keep switching in and out of beta, so I never stick fully in a beta. Can someone let me know in the comments, if you're in the beta, does it automatically update? What I did, I joined, reset the PC, and then I got an 8GB download, and I believe I'm in the Sim Update 3 beta. I'll be showing you footage of that later. So there we go, that's how I did it, and you can do it on Xbox and PC. Let's get back to this post. By the way, Sim Update 16 beta for Flight Sim 2020 is coming soon, not the actual Sim Update 16. Well, Sim Update 16 will be coming soon, but it's the beta which is imminent. Because I still have quite a few Flight Sim 2020 pilots, and because I still have it installed on my hard drive, when Sim Update 16 drops for real, I'll be aiming to cover that for Flight Sim 2020, so keep an eye on that. Oh, by the way, Wednesday the 21st of May is at 10:30 AM Pacific time. It's a bit later in the UK, that. But you've got the development live stream, so keep an eye out for that. This Wednesday coming at the time of recording this video. Let's get into what's coming with Sim Update 3. Couple of exciting things here for Xbox pilots. And PC pilots as well, which I'll cover. So, ground textures are blurry, LOD system is too aggressive, loss of detail, that's a big one. For all users, in progress, Sim Update 3. Mouse look, overly sensitive, in progress, the free look axis, crosstalk, etc. overly sensitive. In progress sim update 3. And a helipad issue tracker in updates. In progress sim update 3. And external lights as well there. This is linked for you in the description. You can go and look at this at your own pace. Or peruse this at your own pace. Let's get to some exciting stuff for Xbox pilots. There you go. There's one thing there. Let me make sure I'm not jumping things. Issue ATC window, no resize, impossible scrolling. Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 Xbox in progress sim update 3. Big one here, look. Flight Sim 2024 on Xbox Series X. LOD blurred textures in progress sim update 3. Might be worth you joining the beta Xbox pilots. That could be a big one for Xbox with sim update 3. Global time not progressing at increased sim rate in progress. There you go, that's for everybody. And helicopter SAR missions want you to land in unsuitable locations in progress for sim update 3. Try and be a bit more serious with this one, Hudson. Let's just see list of AV avoidance measures in Microsoft Flight Sim career mode so far in progress. Well, saying sim update 2, which is released now, but sim update 3. Strange artifacts around trees. I'm saying be more serious, but some of these do make me smile. Around trees and everything else in front of clouds in progress sim update 3. Let's just see. There's one thing here. Clouds disappear from ATC window. Choices disappear from ATC window, rather. There we go. In progress sim update 3. And where was it that I found? There we go. Toby not working at all in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. In progress sim update 3. So will that make Toby native? I've got my Toby eye tracker in a box right in front of me underneath a desk. I need to get it out, and I just need to plonk it on my monitor. My magnets are still there. I need to get back into Toby and see what's happening with Flight Sim 2024. Hopefully now that will be native, and I can be testing it out in the beta, of course. I've got to do that ASAP. Toby can't change curves. In progress sim update 3. So as you can see, like I said, linked for you in the description. You can go over this at your own perusal, and then you've just got a lot of things here on the investigation. No specifics on that. So it seems there's a couple there for Xbox pilots. Yeah, there you go. LOD blurred textures in progress sim update 3 for Xbox specifically there. And there's one at the top there. Ground textures are too blurry. LOD system is too level of detail system is too aggressive and loss of detail. That's going to be a big one for everybody. I'll tell you what, people. Let's jump into the Sim Update 3 beta on PC and let's see what's going on with that. Okay, let's see what gifts Sim Update 3 beta has brought to us. And bit of a spoiler, something I didn't see when I was looking over the patch notes. There's something very big it's actually brought along. First thing I want to show you are the release notes. Well, there's no release notes. Let me know, people, if you're on the beta, are you seeing the same thing? No. I think they've just got to populate this to see, you know, that it's only just come out, so this will probably be populated. Let me know if you're seeing the same thing. In terms of options, well, there's a couple of things there. Well, there's one thing. It's carried over. It's a couple of things, rather. It's carried over the Sim Update 2 build. So things we had with Sim Update 2, like the frame generation NVIDIA DLSS, and, you know, you've got the frame multiplier. That's copied across the AMD FSR3. All the things we saw with Sim Update 2, thankfully. But I don't believe, now I could be wrong, I didn't see this, I don't think, with Sim Update 2. Max frame rate. Hover over it, sets an upper limit on frame rate. This cap is enforced prior to any frame generation methods. So in other words, if I enable this and set a frame rate of, say, 60, I've tested it, it does work. With frame generation on, it doesn't work. You have to turn frame generation off, and then if you're in the sim without frame gen, you can have a max frame rate, and it does work. It does stick to your max frames. I prefer frame generation. Why not? We can push the frames higher. But it is an option if you don't want frame gen on and you want to keep your max frame rate. That's nice to see. The big thing this is bringing to us, the big present it's bringing to us, if we go to Marketplace. And in Marketplace, go to My Library. At least on PC. I'll get back to that point in a moment. If I click, using my mouse, left click on an aircraft, I can download this locally to my hard drive. This is a surprise. I didn't see it in the patch notes. There was no warning, I don't think, of this coming with Sim Update 3. It's only the beta, keep that in mind at the moment, so this may change. But not just aircraft. If I go to a world update, for example, the Brazil world update, I can download it. Okay, it's 10 gigabytes to download, but it's not too bad. If I want to add to that, so I want the Germany, Austria and Switzerland world update, the previous one, well, now you can see it starts to get a bit more, 25 gig for these two. If I want the UK with that as well, 40 gig. Or why not do the Caribbean? Over 50 gigabyte for those four. Or you can just do the ones that you're flying in individually. There you go, Caribbean 15 gig. Or aircraft. You just want an aircraft downloaded. You don't like it streamed, you want it downloading locally. Massive update. I do hope this stays in with Sim Update 3. I had no idea. Tony Dark Zero mentioned it in the Discord. I saw somebody else mentioned it. I just overlooked it. Big thing. Sim Update 3 beta. What we'll do, people, I want to test out how the sim performs with the beta. I'll find a place to fly over and I'll bring you back. Okay, so you're joining me in Sim Update 3 beta. Flying over the Toronto area. Am I seeing better level of detail? Improvements there. I think I might be. I don't know, people. I'm going to have to test this in the release version of Sim Update 2. My thoughts are, now I've got MSI Afterburner in the top left, just keeping an eye on the steadiness. It all seems steady. A bit of transparency here though. When I first started testing the beta, it was jerking around like it used to in external view here, especially when I start recording, like Sim Update 1 did. Now it's settled down. I just restarted the sim. I've got some settings turned up to high, a couple on ultra, and a few on medium. Oh, a bit of jerkiness there. Now I wonder. Bit of a stutter there, but I just wonder if that was loading in a new area. It seems like you're always going to get that with Flight Sim 2024. And Flight Sim 2020 used to do that as well, in fact. Bit more stuttering there. I don't know. There's quite a lot coming up there, isn't there? Frames seems to be holding. In fact, I'm getting a slight frame improvements there with the same settings that I had with Sim Update 2. Generally, so this is coming over a very busy area. Toronto's looking very fine, I've got to say. I don't know, has the level of detail. It's just... This is the third time recording this part of the video, because I'm sure I'm getting an improvement with the level of detail there. Maybe. It's a difficult one to judge. I'm not even sure they've implemented a little bit of jerkiness going on there though. Let's just keep this transparent. These are my findings with Sim Update 3 so far. Obviously Sim Update 3 beta will be developed over time and improvements made. See, again, well, you can see the frames now are settling over 110 for whatever reason. That's a surprise to me. Quite a busy area, but it was jerking a fair bit there. There we go, a little bit more jerkiness. Not so much stuttering, it's more jerkiness. I just wonder if that's the nature of where I'm flying over and it's loading in new areas as I'm going along. Although it should be pretty much loaded in within this area. You're just looking way out into the distance there. Just pause the sim. Am I seeing an improvement with the level of detail? Or the terrain level of detail, whatever it is. I may be. Like I said, I've just had a couple of issues with this Sim Update 3 beta so far. It's early days for it. But once I've restarted the sim, it seems to have settled down for the main. That does look good, doesn't it? Well, let's face it, it looks good with Sim Update 1 and Sim Update 2 as well. I'm just looking out. Maybe Xboxes, Series X users specifically, I would say. Jump on and let me know, with the beta, Sim Update 3 beta, let us all know if you're seeing any improvements with the level of detail. I think there they were specifically saying it was blurry and goodness knows what. Are you seeing any? And it seems to have settled down now fine, doesn't it? It just seems like it was a very busy area. I'm moving around the camera quite quick there just to test it out, basically. It's a good test when you're looking at different things, whether your frames and the sims staying steady. I don't know, I may be seeing more improvement. I may stick with the beta a little bit longer. I was going to come out of it after this test. We'll see. May come out of it just to test the same area with Sim Update 2 release versions to see if it looks the same. I don't know, I mean, look at the frames in the top left there. It seems to have improved for me with the beta in this area, or generally in the sim so far. Anyway, you let me know if you're in the beta, your own findings. Let me know your thoughts on the video, people. Give it a like if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and leave your comments below. And I'll see you soon.